Alright friends, welcome back. This is episode 10 of Let's Play Jade Empire. My dinner is completed. It was very good. Thanks for asking. And I am excited to explore a brand new city, Tian's Landing. They called it a village, but it's definitely more than a village. It's at least a town. And I would even say it's a large town. Although, I guess a lot of the areas around here are outside of the town proper. Hey, 100 silver, look at that. In this box, sitting by this ruin the whole time. Waiting for us to find. Alright, we've been around here. This just kind of goes out back of the place. Oh, that's cool. So it's like the old door. It's boarded up, but we can get in through the back. I like that. A little bit of implied history to this old building. Some burial mounds outside. Maybe for the family that lived here. I would like to change followers, which I suppose we do...
I am honored that you have chosen me.
Just like that. Let's put her in support mode. See how it goes with her, excuse me, with her replenishing my chi. Stranger, forgive me for being so forward, but if you are wise, you will turn around and leave this cursed and miserable town.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Hush, daughter. You must treat strangers with respect. Once we are outside of town, we must be very careful with everyone we meet. Wise woman. Not good, though, if they're leaving town. So why are you leaving? If I could, I would stay here. I am a simple villager, and I have lived here all my life. But now, my daughter and I must venture out into the wilderness.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Though impulsive, my daughter Fu Yao speaks truly. The great dam downriver has opened. The river is too low and treacherous for anyone to navigate. We are cut off from the Empire. Okay, so that explains why there's so much dirt and so little water out there. It's actually relevant to the plot. I was thinking when we first saw it, it's like another drought had started, but I knew that wasn't part of the game's plot, so I figured that wasn't it. The people are starving, and pirates terrorize the town. Our leader, Minister Sheng, seems powerless to do anything. So, we choose to try our luck in the wilderness. Don't leave. Perhaps I can save the town. That's kind of, hoity, I guess, but I like it better than the other options, so we'll go with that one. A noble sentiment, but one I respectfully fear will do little to help us. You don't know the whole story. Minister Sheng would probably pay someone to close the dam, but nobody is brave enough to make the journey. There are dark things up there. Sounds like a quest. Some claim it is ghosts trying to torment us. Some think it is pirates. I don't know. All I know is there seems to be no way to get the great dam closed again. The wilderness is very dangerous. I thank you for your concern. Most people only look out for themselves in days such as these. I have heard of the dangers, wild animals and worse men, pirates and slavers who swoop down in their flyers on unwary travelers. Bet they have wind maps.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
I have never heard of Gao the Greater. The pirates have terrorized this region for many weeks. Anyone wandering the wilderness knows they risk being caught by those slavers. Some believe there are even worse things in the wilderness, ghosts that torment the living. Still, it's better than sitting in Tian's Landing waiting to die. I don't want to talk to her too long just because I kind of get tired of reading the entire faux fan text. That's kind of a personal question. Also, my cursor is not, like, lined up with the menu. I don't like that. If the dam is open, why is the river so low? Because the dam is downstream, obviously. Why is the Great Dam open? It's doing that thing where I can't click on it. I don't know. Minister Sheng doesn't know. Nobody knows. But the town is dying, and I would rather try my luck out in the wilderness. Alright, I will let you be on your way. Farewell, honored traveler. If you must enter Tian's Landing, speak with Minister Sheng in the town square. But a better plan would be to get away while you can. Yeah, unfortunately we need to get some stuff here, so not much of a choice. fact, I think there's something wrong with the window. Give me 1 second. Don't think that's really any better. We'll give it a try, though. It's really odd. The window is recording differently than it usually does, which concerns me a bit. I'll just have to crop it. So, apologies if there's black bars on the screen, or if you guys don't have the whole screen. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but I'll look into it after this episode.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
Leave her alone, or you'll answer to me. No, still can't quite click on the right thing.
Time to teach you all a lesson.
Leaping tiger.
Alright. Yeah, it's like the, oh, watch out, watch out. He's gonna be too far away. Oh, it's ranged. I never realized that. He must be like a boss or something, because the harmonic combo thing is not working. Good feint. Ah, what is she doing? Oh, I think I know. Still need some practice. Okay. No, not ice shard.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
The child?
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
So obviously he cares about this child, but if he was able to follow her where she was going, why didn't he just take the child where she needed to go himself? Maybe there was a reason, but not sure what it could be, and not sure we'll ever have an answer. Child? What child?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
And I guess that's why. Where is this child now?
She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Interesting time frame.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name?
So she's waiting for somebody. I wonder if she knew Master Li. I actually totally forgot this woman even existed until we saw her again. I like the idea, too, that the sailors are all stuck here because their ships are... I think we actually can see their ships, but they ran aground in the river, which is now dried up, and they can't leave until the dam is open. Yeah, I trust her, but can't be too cautious in these troubled times. So why do you have an interest in that?
I am charged with finding the protege of a dear friend. With the river preventing travel, you must be from further out on the borderlands, the direction he said to look. After seeing you fight, I have no doubt. I fought under his command. I see his teachings in your moves. Sun Li is your master, and you are the one I am to meet.
She knew him from when she was in the army. That makes sense.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
See, what is with his
gone,
hand?
Isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins, just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
This one does seem reasonable. It sounds a little angry, but I guess that depends on your tone. This is too convenient. Master Li could not anticipate I would crash here.
You had a flyer. You're right, I doubt he anticipated that. The glorious strategist accounts for every possibility within the known conditions. Had you simply flown past... Well, I do not want to contemplate that. My time here would have meant little. I served under Sun Li and was trusted enough to be contacted after Dirge fell. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
Yeah, I don't think he thinks of himself as a mortal. And that would explain why the drought was ended if the Emperor has the power of the water dragon. Such a crime against order would not go unnoticed. Come on.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
Makes a lot of sense, and also seems to suggest the something to do with our ghost problem. If the water dragon oversaw the Wheel of Life. The Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power.
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Ouch.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
Wait, so... I thought Death's Hand was only like... I thought he said he came up as like, well, I guess I'm trying to think of the timeline in my head here. But, if Death's Hand was on his rise to power when Zhu left, when did Zhu exactly leave? Maybe he's older than he would appear. No wonder Master Li hates the Emperor.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust Hui, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use.
Shouldn't we talk about the water dragon, or rescuing Master Li? Yeah, we could use her help.
Everything I say is at the behest of your master. These lessons were withheld so you would be ready for the attention they will bring. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
I look forward to it. Style gains, Spirit Thief. And money, I guess from the guys we killed. And I guess that means I should talk to Dawnstar. We will do that in 1 second, but first let's go ahead and map my new style. Remap. I can't click on anything here. This is one of the issues I was having when I first loaded the game, and I thought I had the window positioned correctly to resolve it. But apparently not. Is that any better? Alright, that actually seemed to do it. Hey, issue resolved. Okay. Yeah, the fun part's going to be cropping this so that you guys can actually see it in a decent manner. But I think it might be fixed. Alright, so I gotta remember which order I put these in. I want to leave that there. I do want to give this one. This is the one I was saving for Spirit Thief. I didn't remember where we got it, but I do want this. And the reason it's so good is because, like she said, it allows you to get your chi back. It's a martial ability. It doesn't do any damage on its own. You can go into chi mode with it, but what are you looking at? Oh, I guess Dawnstar. But it kind of defeats the purpose. If you're using chi while you're gaining chi, you'll still gain, I think, a little bit, but I would just take some time, gain the chi, and then switch back to one of your better styles.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'll have to get into a fight soon so I can show off Spirit Thief. I don't think any of these have changed.
Be well, my friend.
Alright. And does this mean she's a quest giver?
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
What's wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
I don't really remember this quest, but knowing Bioware, I'm sure there is more to the story.
But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you.
I suspect that Bay did something to anger them that he just hasn't told his wife. He baked them some bad donuts. But we'll have to find Bay and figure that out. I will take care of those thugs for you.
Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name.
Aw.
Bei is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Not sure Arravale really sounds like a Jade Empire name. In fact, maybe I should have made up a different one, but you don't really ever use your name at all, so it doesn't really matter. What's over here? Ah, some stuff. I guess my focus wasn't high enough, or I don't know, for whatever reason. Maybe it's just a random roll. Bar of nickeled iron. I think I actually do remember what that's for. But I don't think we'll be able to use it for a long time. We might be able to sell it. But in case my memory is correct, I'm not going to. Another barrel. A couple silvers. Who are you guys?
You really shouldn't be here. Mr. Tay does not like others to observe him working.
Oh, he must be the chef for the tea house. I guess he works outside, so his ovens have a place to vent. That's kind of cool.
Who let you back here? It's bad enough I must work with incompetence. I don't need you walking through my kitchen. Do thugs like you think you can just walk back here for food any time? If I wanted human interaction, I'd have a kiosk in the square. Or maybe a trough.
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the farmers.
Step back, Mr. Wong. You just step back.
Well, he's a character. I did not mean to disturb you.
A polite response from one of you strangers? Go on, don't waste your respect on me. I'm no high minister. I just cook.
I want to ask something about you.
Me? There's nothing to know about me. I cook for ungrateful people who do not understand what good food is.
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Tay. Some say your dishes are, acquired tastes.
No, I am quite certain that the problem is with the customers. If you wish to keep your position, Mr. Wong, you will smile and nod.
So is he an exquisite chef, or just a really bad one? You are very harsh with your assistant.
Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job does not include criticizing the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
Ouch.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
Good for you.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've
Is this
seen
Chef
no
Ramsay
sign
now?
of it as yet. Some people are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by.
You're the hero, I guess. Well, can you give me some more info about Tian's Landing?
Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Everybody eats. That is all I need to know.
What do you know about... That's a weird question for a cook. What do you know about the spirit world?
The spirit world? You are talking about stories for children. I believe what I see. If I see it, it is real. Very simple.
Well, I have seen it.
If you want some deeper discussion than that, go to a temple. Me, I will stay here and cook for the living.
You don't believe in spirits?
I hear stories just like everyone else, but they are always told by some scared farmer who wouldn't know the wind from a howl. I believe what I see. That's enough.
Well, I'll be leaving now.
Good. I need to concentrate on the menu. You want to eat, you'll leave me alone.
Alright, guess we have to go on that side of the building to eat. Before we do, just taking a quick look around. Anything back here? Some silver. I love how people just like leave silver lying around. And you guys are just people standing there.
Things have never been easy in Tian's Landing.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tian's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me.
Who are you?
I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me.
Maybe you're sweet.
but now there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tian's Landing all my life, but now I'm ashamed to say I wish I lived somewhere else.
Why do you wish that?
Everything in Tian's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can.
Tell me about the troubles here.
You don't know? The great dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the imperial city. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery.
Yeah, I guess a port town without a river is a pretty sad sight. Why is the river so low if the dam is open?
The dam is downriver from us.
Right.
When it was closed, it slowed the flow of the river, causing it to back up and the water level to rise. But with the dam open, the water drains away too quickly, and our river, the lifeblood of this town, has become a trickle. The river has no fish, and the ships can't navigate it.
Not sure that makes a lot of sense, though, because, not that I'm an expert on hydrology, but the same amount of water input happens either way. So, I mean, it makes sense if it was like a lake, like in the dam was at the end of the lake. But, I mean, I guess if as long as it's a slow river, it would vary the speed. I'm probably putting way too much thought into this. But anyway, I'd like to know more about the dam.
The dam was built nearly 20 years ago, causing the river to rise. Now the dam is open, and the river has fallen so low no ships can navigate it.
Everything happened 20 years ago.
Tian's Landing cannot survive without the river, but nobody in the town dares to go into the ruins to close the dam. The ruins are haunted with the spirits of the dead.
Haunted ruins? Tell me more.
It's bad luck to speak of such things. Old Wei in the town might tell you more. He's too old to care about ghosts and curses, but I have enough bad luck already.
Maybe I can close the dam for you.
A generous offer, Great One, but the gate leading to the ruins is locked. If you want to close the dam, you'll have to get the key from Minister Sheng.
So that's the gate we saw.
I'm sure he'd be glad to give you a key to the gate. Nobody else will risk going into the ruins because of the ghosts.
How do I find Minister Sheng?
There's a road off to the right just beyond this tea house. Keep following it up until you reach the town square. Minister Sheng is usually there. Of course, Great One.
I need a flyer, or some other kind of airship.
Airship? I've only heard of such things. Graceful ships that sail through the air? I've always longed to see one, but I'm just a simple peasant. Perhaps Minister Sheng would know something of this. He once lived in the Imperial City. I have heard the skies above it are filled with airships.
I have questions about the town.
What is it you wish to know?
Why is this town called Tian's Landing?
I'm afraid I don't know, honored stranger. You should speak with Lishan the Talkative. If anyone would know the tale, he would. You could probably find him wandering around the town somewhere, wasting time and looking for people willing to listen to his stories.
I kind of like how they spread the information out, that she knows about some things, as someone in her occupation would, but other people around know about ghosts, and another guy knows about the history of the town. You would think everybody would know why it's called Tian's Landing. It's probably the place where sagacious Tian came to the Jade Empire. But I was at an elementary school a couple weeks ago, named after a person, and the guy there had no idea who the person was. So it's actually more believable than I would think. All right.
Take
Goodbye,
care of yourself,
sweet,
stranger.
whatever your name
glad
is.
that you do not live in Tian's Landing.
Well, for now I do. All right. What is this? The shadow in the trees. Travelers in the Great Southern Forest often report strange sightings and bizarre phenomena. Aside from the hospitality of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn, the forest is nearly entirely wilderness, and the verdant canopy of the forest hides wonderful and fearsome creatures, unlike any seen anywhere else in the Empire. The strangest tales are those of a shadow among the trees that seems to follow visitors to the forest. Philosophers hoping to reflect in the peace of the forest often report feeling watched, and patrons of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn claim to have seen a strange silhouette darting among the trees. Despite the apparently otherworldly nature of the figure, those who witness it sense no aggression and attribute it to the mysteries of the forest.
This tea house must be popular. It seems like quite a prominent structure.
That it does. Guess they had a lot of money to invest.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
Not you again.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
It's like 3 against a dozen. How is that even odds? I like how these guys can do their own cutscene too. Oh yeah, this fight. Sometimes it's hard to actually know where your character is. Nice dodge.
Your end is near. Ice shard. Ice shard. Ice shard.
Guys, good timing. Oh, you know what I should do? So you can see how my health is going down, my chi's going up. And of course it's also going up from Dawnstar. Maybe this is not the fight I was thinking of. Oh. It might be if I can...
I'll improvise.
You can use a table leg as a weapon. Hopefully that's not the only fight where that happens,
You
because
certainly look
I
like
didn't see it till
Lee's
the
top
end.
student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again.
The other lady said that
We can
too.
get back to business. Sun Li gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
Are you saying Lee knew he'd be kidnapped?
The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Li asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prize pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the spirit monk temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
So you searched for the rest of the amulet.
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tian's landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tian's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tian's landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the spirit monk amulet too.
So 1, it was a lake, not just a river. I was right. 2, that actually makes a lot of sense. The Lotus assassins were the ones who opened the dam because they wanted to drain the lake so they could find this amulet, or this piece of the amulet. So I think we know why they're here, and or why they were here at least. I don't know if they still are or not. And we have another quest. So now we need to find the amulet piece. We need the wind map, and we need a flyer. And if I recall correctly, those will be the 3 main quests, or the 3 main branches of the quest throughout Chapter 2. How do they know about it?
The Emperor is privy to much. I don't know his motives, but any aid to you is likely a threat to him. You must go to the ruins and find the amulet piece meant for you.
What if my flyer had functioned properly? You'd have waited here for nothing.
I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least.
How long have you been waiting for me?
It is coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence.
That is quite some dedication. She must have been very impressed with Master Li. I want to ask you some other questions.
My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
Can you tell me more about the amulet?
I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to help your master.
How do I get to the ruins?
The gates leading to the ruins are locked, but Minister Shang can give you the key. You can find him in the town square, the highest point in Tian's Landing. I suspect the minister is eager to have someone investigate the opening of the Great Dam. You can use this as an excuse to get the key and explore the ruins.
Alright, so nothing there that we didn't already know. Can you tell me anything else about the Spirit Thief style?
You are wise to ask. It is a difficult but essential skill to master.
When should I switch to Spirit Thief?
Spirit Thief is always useful. It is common to get run down or injured during battle, and you can tire yourself even further concentrating your chi to aid yourself. When you are feeling such a drain on your resources, switch to Spirit Thief, and each successful blow will restore you slightly. The drain will not hamper your opponent, however.
Be cool if it actually drained their chi, like if a magic user would eventually run out. But I'm not sure enemy magic users actually have like mana bars that are hidden. They might just have unlimited chi, essentially. Do you have a favorite tactic you could share?
If you power through an opponent's guard with its strongest attack, it can briefly immobilize an enemy. During this, you can concentrate and increase the restoration.
Sounds useful.
If you use that time to attack with another style, be careful. Your opponent may not be as vulnerable as they seem, and one must never be overconfident of victory.
So if I switch styles, they become unstunned? Is that what she's trying to say? Alright, I want to ask something else.
My assignment is...
Yeah, I think Spirit Thief will definitely be something I at least invest some points in, being a magic user. It'd be cool too if like there were other characters in the game who used Spirit Thief on you and drained your chi for them. That seems like something this game would do. I don't know if it does, but that seems like something it would definitely do. Do you have any idea where I could find a new flyer?
Pirates have raided local villages using flyers, swooping down like locusts. Minister Shang said he would stop them, but his promises have done nothing. You can find Shang near his still smoldering office in the center of town. I'm sure he will welcome your assistance, even if your reasons are your own.
I guess everybody's having pirate troubles. I have questions about you. I don't know if I can actually click on that one, though.
I am unimportant, but I promised I would aid you as best I can, so ask your questions.
Tell me about you and Master Li.
There is little to tell. I served him years ago in the Imperial Army. I was a tracker and a soldier. I was not at Dirge when it fell, but I heard the tale of Sun Li's death. But I refused to believe he was dead. In time, my faith was confirmed. He sought me out and told me what really happened. I swore my loyalty to him on the spot. I revere him as a teacher, and I revere him. Even when he ordered me to distant lands, my loyalty never wavered. But I am tired. I long for an end to my service.
Well, I guess you have your wish. You sound regretful.
Sun Li is a great man, driven by greater goals and ideals. Sometimes his gaze is lifted so high that he does not see what is right in front of him. We who serve him are sometimes forgotten, left to toil in obscurity until the time to act is thrust upon us. So it was with me, waiting for you.
Definitely sounds like, at the very least, she had feelings for Master Li. I could use another fighter. Come with me.
I cannot. I have done my part. I have given Sun Li my loyalty and devotion. Now I am empty. I have nothing left. I see an end to my long service. I welcome it. I will give you what guidance and information I can, but that is all I will do.
It's a shame. She seems like she would be a useful ally to have, but guess I can't fault her if she's ready to retire. So why has Master Li never mentioned you?
That would be a question for him, wouldn't it? I can only say that Sun Li devoted his life to raising you, to one day right the wrongs in the Jade Empire. If he wanted to keep some small part of his own life and thoughts for himself, who are you to question that? Everyone must have their private side.
So perhaps those feelings were reciprocated then. Alright, I have a lot ahead of me. I should go.
Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Alright, so that's we. And we'll explore the rest of the tea house next episode, because I think there's a lot to see here. Hey, there's the cook guy. Maybe? I don't know. But regardless, there's still lots more to see in Tian's Landing, and then lots more in the area beyond the town as well. So I think I'll probably have time for one more episode tonight, hopefully a shorter one than this one, so stay tuned and I will see you guys then.